Hi, and welcome, John Morris Show on a Monday. Hey, we're glad you're with us this morning. A little overcast in Central Texas, coming off a nice weekend. Hope you had a great weekend as well. We appreciate your being with us on this Monday from the TFNB studios on historic Elm Avenue in Waco. Glad you're with us. John Morris, Brandon McGinnis, and Garrett Ross behind the scenes. We'll check in as we like to do on Mondays at Baylor Ballpark. Visit with assistant coach Zach Dillon coming up in just a bit. We look forward to that. But we begin and wrap up the weekend. I asked Garrett when I came in, hey, Garrett, how was your weekend? Great. He said, watched a lot of golf. And I would say we did the same at our house. I said last week, remember I told you that my wife just loves the Masters. She loves the Masters. And she's not a huge sports fan. She's really not a huge golf fan at all. But it's something about the Masters and the azaleas and the course and the history and the legacy of everything in the Masters draws her in. I think, Garrett, that's a lot of people probably feel that way. They're kind of in that same boat like she is.
No, I think that's really the case. I know my wife is one of those as well.
Really?
Like we were going home Friday and she was like, you sit there watching golf all day? And I was like, well, when I'm working, but yes, I'm watching golf as well.
Right.
And then,
It's work.
It's work, and we were talking about, I was like, I'm really invested in the Masters. I like watching Torrey Pines as well. Then I can't remember. There's one overseas that they play, and I'm not a big golfer, so I'll mess it up. But those are like the three tournaments I'm fully invested in each year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched a ton of golf all weekend.
The Masters to me just sort of supersedes golf, like it's the casual fan will tune into the Masters when they normally wouldn't maybe any other golf tournament, maybe any other sporting event.
No, it's kind of like the Super Bowl, right? Like you get all sorts of people, or March Madness. You get people who just do not watch sports, that this one spectacle, there's something about it. It captivates everybody and you're all eyes on it. I mean, just watching the leaderboard, it was just so much fun. And it's like, okay, why can't I do this every week? But it's just one event that gets me, man.
Yeah. And the Masters and CBS, they play that up so well, and kudos to them. Did you see the Open that CBS put together that ran on Saturday?
I've caught it a couple of times.
Okay.
With the kid and then the guy looking back and it goes through the history. Yeah, that was pretty remarkable.
Oh my gosh, it was unbelievable. I clipped that and sent it to my family, and I said, watch this. and it was so good. It was basically an older gentleman, and it goes back in time and how he watched the Masters, and he got his kids around him and then his grandkids around him. And all of that really tugged on the heartstrings, but it was so well done by CBS. And then the capper to that is they got this great open piece and then it comes out to Jim Nantz live, and he just enhances it by, talking about the history and the legacy, and there's nothing like the Masters. And I think Jim got a little choked up when he was talking. I mean, his Open, the live Open for CBS at the Masters. So really, really cool. Just really, really well done.
They did that. Did you see the Pittsburgh Pirates Open?
Yes,
that was perfect
morning
for going into the Cubs game. You had that one. There was a lot of people really buying into it. It was awesome.
That was good. So they did it. I guess it was for their Sunday game, the Pirates.
For the
Sunday game.
Cubs.
Yeah. And he did it in kind of the hushed golf tones, and talked about, it was at Chicago, right? So he talked about the Ivy.
Wrigley Field.
Yeah. And it said, here's your leaderboard.
Right.
And it had, the standings of the division. And that was very well done.
Creative.
Yeah, that was really good. And that's getting a lot of play. If you haven't seen that, go to social media and you can find that a lot of places. So that was fun. And of course, Rory McIlroy, by now, held on, actually had to come back and win Friday. He had the biggest 36-hole lead in Masters history. He had a 6-stroke lead. He was at -12 through the first 2 rounds. And then held steady through the third round, and then, here they come. Field started charging at him on Sunday. He actually lost the lead and had to come back and won it by 2 strokes over Scotty Scheffler, who is one of those making a comeback. Scheffler would be my wife's favorite player. And he was at even par through 2 rounds. And we were talking at dinner on Friday, what's wrong with Scotty Scheffler? And I said, well, he's even par. She said, yeah, but he's in 12th place. And I said, yeah, but there's a lot of good golfers there, and he's not out of it yet. He could make a comeback in the third and fourth rounds, and man, did he ever. He finished, I think, alone in second, didn't he, Scotty Scheffler?
Yep.
In second place.
Yep.
So he made a great comeback over the weekend, and just so fun to watch. Great weather there. Thank goodness they didn't have the rain like we had here in Central Texas, but they had absolutely great weather. When we were with you last on Friday morning, our man Johnny Keefer, the former Baylor All-American, he was 2 over through the first round and then ended up 9 over through the 2 rounds, did not make the cut. But his first Masters, and he spoke to the media. I think they bring everybody through this interview spot there. The Masters does the interview with him. So listen to Johnny Keefer, one of the all-time great Baylor golfers, after his 2 rounds, his first 2 playing at Augusta at the Masters.
It is huge. It's what got everything started. I finished really, really well. I played well in our conference championship, regionals. I got second, and then kind of on the edge with national championship. I thought I needed solo 11th. I remember very specifically, and I saw I was like tied for 11th, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna miss out. This sucks. But then I get a text when I was having dinner with my other seniors and coach, and Coach shows me the final PGA Tour youth standings. I was number 25. We were all just super shocked, super happy. One, that I didn't have to go to Sabova, California and go qualify for PGA Tour Americas, but then also just that I had, some sort of status somewhere, and, I was actually going to start my professional career. And, I started it quick and, just kind of took off.
And back with us, sorry about that, back with us, Johnny Keefer talking about his time at the Masters. And terrific to see him there. Fun to watch him. That will not be his last trip to Augusta. I can almost guarantee that, with his career on a very upward trajectory. And I think he'll be back, and he'll certainly do better than his first trip there in the years to come. So good luck to him. And again, fun to see him on the course at Augusta. All right, we're off and running on this Monday morning. We're glad you are with us wherever you might be watching, listening. We appreciate it, whether you're with us live in the 9 a.m. hour Central Time or watching archived at some point during the day. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on X, so available if you're so inclined. If you could follow and subscribe to our little show here, we would appreciate that. And again, we're glad you're with us. We are brought to you every day by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing. Alliance Bank Central Texas is your Central Texas bank, voted by Forbes 2025 Best in-State Banks. They value their relationships with their customers and with their communities. They have 7 convenient locations around Central Texas to serve you better. So check them out, Alliance Bank Central Texas, on the web, alliancebanktexas.com. Take a break, look at more from the weekend. We'll have that when we come back, plus a commitment for Baylor men's and women's basketball. They have a couple of portal announcements that were made over the weekend as well, positive ones coming into Baylor. We've got that when we come back. Stay with us. John Morris Show will continue in just a moment.
Hey, it's Zach Gelb. We're talking NFL and college football. Plus, we have some of the biggest interviews in sports media. You got to check out the Zach Gelb Show right here on 365 Sports, weekdays 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 to 3 p.m. Central. And make sure you subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/@ZachGelbShow.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
We're celebrating the Declaration of Deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $11,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $11,000 off a new Ram 2500 Lone Star Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
Are you looking for top-shelf sports talk about the West Virginia Mountaineers, where you can get objective analysis, but with the passion of a fan? Well, look no further than right here at Couz's Corner. I am Justin Couz Walker, the host of Couz's Corner, and you can find my show on demand over at YouTube. Most shows are uploaded by 5 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also check out my live post-game reaction shows. My special guest interviews, you can find it all on YouTube at Couz's Corner. Go check it out.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. And welcome back, John Morris Show on a Monday. We do appreciate your being with us. Brought to you by the Brazos Landing. Enjoy the quiet atmosphere of the Brazos Landing's French Quarter with its beautiful river views. They are not open today, okay? A reminder, closed on Mondays, but open tomorrow for lunch and dinner, then Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. at the Brazos Landing. Remind you again about those fabulous $12 lunch specials on the lunch menu. Things like a prime ribeye chicken fried steak, bourbon, maple glazed bacon BLT, red beans and rice, and much more on that $12 lunch menu, and even a more expanded menu available in the evening times. So check it out at the Brazos Landing, where I-35 and the Brazos River meet. Right there across the river from Foster Pavilion. They're right on the other side of the interstate from McLean Stadium. An easy walk to or from both of those, and I've done both of those before. But that's the Brazos Landing, where I-35 and the Brazos River meet. And this is the week we have a live show, an extra show at the Brazos Landing. It's on Wednesday. So this Wednesday, the 15th, noon to 1, we'll be live at the Brazos Landing. Come see us. You can check out that $12 lunch menu in person, and we'll do the show from 12 to 1. And then Matt Mosley will follow from 1 to 3 all live from the Brazos Landing this Wednesday. So we hope to see you there. We'll remind you about that again tomorrow and Wednesday morning. Thanks to Claude and Becky Lindsay at the Brazos Landing. All right. Otherwise, from the weekend, there were some other things going on besides the Masters. The Masters sort of dominated things nationally, but for Baylor, baseball and softball on the road. Softball in Lawrence, Kansas. They played 3 one-run games against the Jayhawks. Won the first game 8-7. Dropped. They changed the schedule because of weather. Ended up playing a doubleheader on Friday and a single game on Saturday. Won the first game 8-7. Dropped the second one 1-0. And then the finale on Saturday, they lost that one 5-4. So come home with they lost 2 of 3, but look how close they were to winning the series or maybe even sweeping the series. They did win 1 of the 3 games. Now softball is back home for a big game on Wednesday. Glenmore doesn't shy away from tough scheduling, and they'll host Texas A&M at Getterman Stadium on Wednesday at 6:30. So that's next for Baylor softball. Baylor baseball was on the road. They were in Cincinnati to play the Bearcats. Rough start to that series. They lost on Friday. They lost on Saturday. And Sunday, a really nice bounce-back win for the Bears. Tied 3-3 going to the 9th inning. Baylor exploded for 5 runs in the 9th inning and won it 8-3 over Cincinnati, and that was the series finale. So always good. You know, you want to win the series, you want to sweep, but if you can't, you always want to win that last game of the series because that's what you come home with, and it just makes the trip home a lot better if you can win that final game of the series. And Baylor did. Really had trouble offensively first 2 games, but opened it up with that 5-run 9th inning and an 8-3 win on Sunday for Baylor over Cincinnati. Now, the Bears are back home. They'll play UTSA coming up tomorrow night. And then a big series against TCU at Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark coming up this weekend. Talk more about that with Zach Dillon, Baylor baseball assistant coach, coming up next segment. And there is some portal news. And let me remind you about this also. I work in the athletic department at Baylor. And as such, I don't really deal in speculation and other reports. I mean, I'm going to wait until it's officially official to pass things along to you. And this is officially official. Baylor men's basketball has their first portal addition. His name is Brett Decker Jr. He's a 6'3" shooting guard from Liberty, comes from Liberty University, and originally from Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Got to be a good guy if he's from Kentucky. But he shot 47% from three-point range last year, and he is coming to Baylor. So seems like a great addition. 47% from 3, led Conference USA, double figures, 31 of 34 games, 11, 20 plus point performances on the year, averaged 16.9 points per game. So Brett Decker Jr., a 6'3" shooting guard, is the first addition and the newest addition to Scott Drew's staff here at Baylor through the transfer portal. There was another addition for the women's basketball. They announced the signing of Reese Ross. She is transferring from Utah to Baylor. Career 7.5 and a half rebound averages, 5 double-doubles during this past year, 4 in Big 12 conference play. Has a lot of experience playing in the Big 12, playing at Utah. 6'1" forward, shot 47% from the floor, 33% from three-point range. One of 4 Utah players to surpass 100 made field goals this season. So Reese Ross is the newest addition to the Baylor women's basketball roster through the portal. So those 2 announced and official, locked in, and great to welcome them to Baylor. Certainly the work continues. The portal, which opened less than a week ago, right? It opened on Tuesday, the day after the national championship game, and goes for 2 weeks. And remember this about the portal: you don't have to have all the signings done in the portal window, but players who want to be eligible for the portal. They just have to put their name in the portal during that 2-week period. So there could be other signings, probably will be other signings announced while the portal window is open. Could be some after that. It's just that the players, they have to put their name in the portal during this period. And then the work goes from there. So work continues, I know, diligently from Foster Pavilion and the men's offices and the women's offices there, as Coach Colin and Coach Drew continue to shape and reshape their roster, what it will look like for 26-27. Busy time for sure for Baylor basketball and every college basketball team around the country. So, Garrett, it's fun. There are a lot of rumors out there, a lot of rumors, who's coming, who's going. This is the time of coaching changes also, and nothing has been announced there, but this is the season ends, but it's really a busy time, really, as they jump right into portal season.
No, it really is. Then you got to think about the amount of players going into the portal, right? You had over 2,000 players in there, so you're having to evaluate that many guys and try to figure out which ones are going to fit your scheme and your roster. And, I think Baylor, they hit some last year. They missed some as well. And, I think you learned from that. And you try to piece things together this year better than what you did in the past. Hopefully you've got the more finances behind you. I think you do now. I'm really interested to see what Coach Drew and them could do this year in the portal season.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely. And last year, again, we've talked about this. Baylor sort of got blindsided by Rob Wright's late decision to leave,
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, they went into, it was April when Rob announced that he was leaving, even though he had been signed or had signed a 2-year contract with Baylor. So that one just made it especially tough because it came so late and they were planning on building the roster around Rob. All of a sudden he's gone and they have to have a completely new roster for this year. So I think they're already light years ahead of where they were this time last year. Nobody's fault there. It's just the way things played out. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, our man Zach Dillon is in the waiting room. We'll visit with him, talk Baylor baseball when we come back. John Morris Show on a Monday. We're brought to you by the Brazos Landing and Alliance Bank, Central Texas. We're also brought to you by Kish's Complete Car Care Center. Family-owned and operated Kish's Complete Car Care in Waco has been serving Waco drivers since 1998. Voted #1 auto shop year after year. They're located at 5300 Franklin Avenue. They're open right now, 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. And the location right there on Franklin, 5300 Franklin Avenue. Give them a call. Their experience and expertise will certainly serve you well. Kish's Complete Car Care Center. Take a break. Zach Dillon joins us talking Baylor baseball when we come back.
We're celebrating the Declaration of Deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $11,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $11,000 off a new Ram 2500 Lone Star Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. We will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Looking for football talk without the fluff? It's Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell, a former NFL quarterback breaking down the game from the inside, plus real conversations about sports, leadership, life, and everything in between. No hot takes for clicks, just honest analysis, strong opinions, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. Football talk and more, the way it's supposed to be. Subscribe now to Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell on YouTube.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. And welcome back, John Morris Show on a Monday. Hey, we welcome in a new partner with us and here at Rogue Media. It is Bumblebee Blinds. Say that 3 times fast. Bumblebee Blinds. Welcome to them. If you're looking to add a touch of elegance and functionality to your home or business, look no further than Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple. Their wide range of window treatment can transform any space. They offer a free consultation. That's big. And they'll work with you to bring your vision to life. Call now. Hear me. Call now and receive 30% off. Call Kayla at 254-844-7939. 254-844-7939. Tell them we told you about 30% off. And check them out. Thanks and welcome to Bumblebee Blinds in Waco and Temple. Check in now at Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark, not on the field, in the coaches' offices. Welcome in Baylor assistant coach Zach Dillon, one of Baylor baseball's all-time greats, now on Mitch Thompson's staff. And Zach, thanks for your time this morning. Welcome to you. And I said earlier, it's always nice to come home off a win, isn't it? To get the win on.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt that that travel day, if you can get a W on the way home, it sure feels a lot better than the other way.
Yeah, absolutely. First 2 tough games, Friday and Saturday. The offense, you had trouble getting the offense going those first 2 games. As you look back on it, what was that?
Yeah, Nathan Taylor on Friday night's one of the most established veteran starting pitchers in the league, and he was really good. I thought our at-bats, really 6 of the 9 guys competed really well Friday night against him. I thought we struggled at the top of the order. Travis obviously didn't have his best weekend. And a lot of what we're going to do from a run scoring standpoint is dictated by a few of those veteran guys really being themselves and really being at their best. And he didn't have his best Friday or Saturday for sure. We'll get him going again this week. And Saturday, I thought their guy really pitched, the best he's thrown all year. And our approach wasn't very good. I thought Friday carried over into Saturday, which you shouldn't let happen. And the guys were trying to impose their will on the game and really swinging out of the zone too much and chasing and getting out front early on a guy that the game is screaming that we need to stay back and let the ball travel and make good swing decisions. And we weren't able to do that. All that said, the response Sunday was really, really good. And it was a lineup of guys determined to walk out of there with a win. 4 freshmen in the lineup, we're learning something new every day, and those guys did a great job just being resilient and hanging in there. Got another great outing out of Ethan Calder and Caleb Bunch, and RJ Rue came in and did their thing, and we were able to walk out of there with a win against the record wouldn't state it. The RPI does against a really good Cincinnati club.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say is it says a lot about you guys, coaches and the team, to not throw in the towel there and come out and play really well and then come home with a win. That says a lot about you guys.
Well, the thing about our game is every game matters, and you play 4 of them a week, and they all matter, and they all matter equally. So, it's really a game of not letting your emotions dictate your behavior and your feeling and your actions and how you compete and how competitive you are, and it's really a internal struggle and sometimes an emotional battle of making sure we stay positive, making sure we stay focused pitch to pitch and stay in the present moment, and we were certainly able to do that this weekend.
3-3 game to the ninth, and the bats kind of came alive, didn't they? In the ninth inning, you guys batted around, and that's where you got the 5 runs that were the difference yesterday.
Yeah, we really got to their back end leverage guy, and I don't think they were expecting it, but we really took some good at bats, and that really, throughout the course of the game, we took good at bats, but the door cracked in the ninth, and we were able to scratch a big inning across and come away with the win.
Thought something was going to happen in the 8th inning, and it was a strange play yesterday. Tell everybody what all was going on in that 8th inning. Line drive, drop, no catch, double play, not a double play. What all was going on there?
Yeah, it's actually a really good baseball play on both sides. Brighton Clements hits a line drive up the middle. We're first and second, 1 out. Shortstop either intentionally drops it, and if he does, it's which is against the rules, but he did it in a way where it was hard to tell if he intentionally dropped it or not. They flip the ball to second base, get the force out. They throw it to third base, and the third baseman's standing on the bag. And at that point, the third base umpire made the out call, and it wasn't a force out after they recorded the out at second base. So I believe that's why they put us back at first and second. I'm not sure. Coach Thompson did a great job going out there and just creating a conversation that would allow the inning to go on. And then Ty Johnson has a good at bat, infield single, and we just weren't able to scratch it in the 8th. But the ninth inning came out, and we're able to hang a big number on them with a bunch of really good at bats in a row and strung them together. And that's the type of offense we are, and that's what I keep trying to impress upon them. We're not going to hit for a high average, or we haven't to this point. We've really got 3 guys in the lineup, 4 at times with some power that can hurt you, but we do have a bunch of athleticism and a bunch of guys that are capable if they stay within their approach and they swing at the right pitches and they do it with the right directional thoughts.
Yeah. I say this a lot. When you go to a baseball game, you might see something you've never seen before, and you've seen a lot more baseball than I have, but isn't that the case? Like that play yesterday, who knows if you've ever seen that before?
That, you have, and you have seen it. It doesn't happen often. It was a really heady play by their shortstop, and our base runners are doing what they're supposed to do and not get doubled off. But if the ball does drop, it creates an issue, and it creates what it created. So, fortunately, I think he probably did intentionally drop it, which would put us first and second with 2 outs, and by the rule, and we were able to keep playing that inning, but it created some controversy and a little stir in their dugout, which I think maybe led to a good 9th inning for us. You never know.
Yeah, absolutely. How about Pearson Reebok? You got him back in the infield, back at second base. Nice to the finger issue, had him in left field for a while, but he's back at second base. That's good to get to that point, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the really good part is he took his 2 best swings of the year yesterday. So we're hoping that's a trend that continues. We've been fighting and working through some things all year long, and he finally got to the point where the ball's jumping off his bat a little bit, and 2 doubles to left field yesterday, which is a really good sign for him and for our club. We need him to go, and it looks like he's got a little bit of that in his eye right now that it's time. I gotta get this figured out. So, a lot of times you gotta hit the bottom to start your way back up, and I think he had finally hit it. So here we go.
All right, so this weekend also is the midpoint of the conference schedule, 15 games in, 15 games to go. It's kind of like the turn in golf, the front 9 and the back 9. But you're 8-7 at this point, tied for, I think, 5th place in the league standings. Do you stop and assess where you are right now? Or is it just keep plowing forward and move on to the games coming up this week?
Well, the biggest piece to all of it is, okay, we've evaluated our club for a pretty good sample size now. So I think, we're in a position where we've settled in on the mound a little bit. I think there's a formula there. The formula doesn't always go to plan, but there is a formula and a thought process on how we need to attack these last. I think we got 19 left before the tournament. And, so we're close there, and we're obviously kind of starting to settle into a lineup. We'll have to see, Cade Dotson got banged up over the weekend, so we'll see where he's at. But Brighton Clements, has been steady all year and been able to play multiple positions in the infield and giving us great at bats. So, whatever way you slice it, I think we've got a really good idea of where our club's at. And now it's time to really take off and get this thing rolling over the last 5 weeks here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that begins with UTSA tomorrow night in Waco, and then TCU comes in. That's a big series coming up this weekend.
Yeah, huge weekend at the Baylor Ballpark, huge week at the Baylor Ballpark, and we could sure use all the Baylor Bears and Central Texas baseball fans in the stadium, in the ballpark, than we could get. The energy that our guys draw from, people being in the seats is a big deal, and we could use all the help we could get.
All right, UTSA, the Jim Blair Classic comes up tomorrow night. We look forward to that. And TCU, what's going on at TCU? I think they're maybe tied with you, right, in the league standings at this point.
Yeah, I think we're all jumbled up there pretty close. I haven't looked at it this morning yet, but either way, TCU has a really talented club. They've dealt with some injuries on the mound that they've been trying to figure out. And we're going to get their best. I can guarantee you that. So we're going to have to show up ready to play and stay within ourselves and do a really good job of just competing one day at a time, moving forward. I mean, that's the game. You start thinking about things a month from now and you get yourself in trouble. So it's really about what can we do today to prepare for tomorrow and to play a really, really good UTSA team that's going to come in here hungry and ready to get another win. And we're gonna have to match that competitiveness, and then have 2 really good days of practice preparing for TCU and getting our scouting stuff right to make sure that we give ourselves the best opportunity to win that series.
Very cool. Big week ahead. Hey, man, thanks for your time. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you out there tomorrow night.
Thanks, J-Mo.
Appreciate it. Zach Dillon, Baylor Baseball assistant coach. The week ahead, Baylor and UTSA tomorrow night, and then TCU comes in. Always a big series. Get them in Waco Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. So that's the week ahead for Baylor Baseball, and it's a big weekend at Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. I think the Friday night game is the Go Gold game for baseball. And Garrett, you were saying something about the mini batting helmets. Is that Friday also?
I believe that is Friday. Let me do a double check.
Yeah.
Here.
So these cool little mini helmets that have Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark on them, which is a great collectible item. I think those will be handed out on Friday night.
I believe so. I'm hunting this down. I'm hunting. I believe that is Friday night.
I think it is too, yeah. So suffice to say, it's a big week at Baylor Ballpark. So come on out and support the Bears. And Baylor TCU is always big. You want to win when the Bears and the Frogs play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Always. All right. Thanks to Zach Dillon being on with us. Let's take a break. Come back, look ahead, share some birthdays with you. More to come on this Monday morning. We are brought to you by Waco Foundation Repair. Thanks to David Maddox and his crew, locally owned and operated. Waco Foundation Repair believes in one principle: one family helping another. They provide a full range of foundation repairs. They don't just do the job, they do it right. Check them out on the web at wacofoundationrepair.com. We're also brought to you every day by Alliance Bank, Central Texas, and by the Brazos Landing. We'll take a break and be right back. Stay with us.
Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple is your one-stop shop for custom window treatment, transforming your vision into reality. Choose from a selection of shades, blinds, shutters, and curtains. Bumblebee Blinds stands behind our service and products, ensuring peace of mind with our trusted warranty. Call Bumblebee Blinds today to schedule your design consultation. Bumblebee Blinds, simplifying window treatments one covering at a time. BumblebeeBlinds.com.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, Pete.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco, one of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
We're celebrating the Declaration of Deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $11,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $11,000 off a new Ram 2500 Lone Star Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
This year, I made a New Year's resolution. I want every business to own a new copier from CTWP. Call me, Leroy the Copier Dog. Let's get you a copier delivered today. CTWP, your local copier company.
Looking for football talk without the fluff? It's Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell, a former NFL quarterback breaking down the game from the inside, plus real conversations about sports, leadership, life, and everything in between. No hot takes for clicks, just honest analysis, strong opinions, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. Football talk and more, the way it's supposed to be. Subscribe now to Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell on YouTube.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. And you're back with us. Final segment on this Monday morning. We are brought to you every day of the week by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing. thanks to them greatly. We'll be live at the Brazos Landing for an extra show coming up on Wednesday. So we'll have the normal show here at 9 a.m., 9 to 10 Central Time. Then we'll be live at the Brazos Landing for an extra hour from noon to 1. So that'll be fun, and that'll be followed by Matt Mosley live from the Brazos Landing on Wednesday as well. So come see us, come join us, and sample that great $12 lunch menu that I keep telling you about every day of the week. You'll see what I'm talking about. So come join us at the Brazos Landing on Wednesday. We like to share birthdays with you. Here are some birthdays for today. It is Jacob Puente's birthday. Jacob, former trainer with us in Baylor Athletics, did a great job there, and then moved over to, and he is still with, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, and does a great job there. So happy birthday to Jacob today. It is Diane McFeeder's birthday. Diane was with us in Baylor Athletics and has moved on and is still around town. I run into her at HEB quite a bit, but happy birthday to Diane McFeeder's today. It's Danny Prince's birthday. Danny, Prince of a man. He's a big Baylor supporter. I think lives in Dallas. I think he's from Louisiana, Ruston maybe originally, but he lives in Dallas. So we see him at a ton of Baylor events. Happy birthday to Danny Prince. It is Dr. Mo Moshinsky's birthday today, Dr. Jim Moshinsky. Happy birthday to Dr. Mo. Michael Erlinson's birthday. Oh, it's Carol Fitzgerald's birthday. Okay, this is perfect. So Carol Fitzgerald has Fitzgerald, what's the name of it? Lawns, landscaping, that's his business. That's awesome. Carol. Carol, a former Baylor Yell leader during his time at Baylor. And he has this business, and I was thinking about him because I think they do a service through Fitzgerald Lawns where they'll come and they'll look at all of your sprinklers and sprinkler heads and adjust those and make sure they're working at high peak efficiency. And we need that. And I want to say, well, I won't say that. I think I remember how much it cost in years past. It may have gone up, but this will give me a good reason. I'll call him today, tell him happy birthday, and say, hey, could you come and look at our sprinklers? We need your help.
That times out perfectly.
It does. I know it really does. So that'll be good. We got one that just is not that it's not aimed properly, but it leaks and it just seems like a lot of water runoff that bugs me every time I see it. And we do have one sprinkler head that's broken, needs to be replaced. I just turned that one off, but I need help is what I'm saying. And Carol Fitzgerald is the guy that I think can help. So I'm going to give him a call maybe right when I leave here and tell him happy birthday. So happy birthday to Carol Fitzgerald. Let me go back. That's it for today. A couple of others from the weekend. Bill Mears down in Houston. His birthday was yesterday. Chairman of the Board of Regents for Baylor. Happy birthday to him. Dan Hare's birthday was Saturday. And Tracy Taft's birthday was Saturday. Also, Tracy is the middle daughter of Coach and Donnell Taft. So there's Tammy, there's Tracy, and there's Lane. And Tracy's birthday was Saturday. So happy birthday to her a couple of days late. It's funny. Frank and I were doing a game one time and may have even been, I think we were playing Texas Tech. And Frank has this great idea, Donnell Taft, former Texas Tech cheerleader. Coach Taft coached at Texas Tech and then went on to be a head coach at other places, including Baylor. But Frank thought that they had named their daughters to have the initials of Texas Tech, and it was Tammy Taft, yes. And now Tammy Bookbinder, and it was Tracy Taft, yes. So he's spelling this out on the air. And then he stops and I said, and then there's Lane. And he said, oh, yeah, well, that doesn't really fit in, does it? But he had this great idea that it was TT and TT, from their times at Texas Tech. And then there was Lane. But it was a good thought. It was a good thought while it lasted. But happy birthday to Tracy a couple of days late. That was from Saturday. All right. I think that's it for today, and we appreciate your being with us today. Thanks to Brandon. Thanks to Garrett behind the scenes making things work. Thanks to Zach Dillon, Baylor Baseball assistant coach, for being with us as well. Again, if you missed any or all of it, you can go back, watch the archive of this show at your leisure whenever you would like. It's always available archived on YouTube, on Facebook, on X. We would love it if you would subscribe and follow. We would love that, and do so if you're so inclined. But thanks to all of them for being with us. Remember, Baylor Baseball back in action tomorrow night, hosting UTSA 6:30 at Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. Softball back in action on Wednesday. Big game against Texas A&M Wednesday at Getterman Stadium. Talk more about that tomorrow and in the days to come. Right now, have a great Monday. Enjoy the day. Make it a great day. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for tuning in to the John Morris Show, presented by Alliance Bank, Central Texas, and by the Brazos Landing. We'll see you tomorrow. Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
At DeCampli's Italian Ristorante, we are committed to providing an authentic Italian experience. Through exceptional service, delicious food, and a family environment, we want our guests to create memories that they will want to share with their family and friends. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, closed on Sundays. Make your reservation today. Check us out on Facebook and at decampleys.com.
My name is David Maddox, owner of Waco Foundation Repair. I've been in business right at 20 years, incorporated since 2003, and nonstop, very busy business to be in. We stay plenty busy with this good old Central Texas ground that constantly moves and does its thing. If you think you have foundation repair issues, call Waco Foundation Repair today.
The Riesel Fair is back and bigger than ever. Bring the whole family for a day packed with fun, from thrilling rides, delicious food, local vendors, and live music Friday night. Saturday music begins at 2 p.m. Admission is $5 for adults, 2 to 12 years $3, 2 and under are free. Mark your calendar and join us for the Riesel Fair May 7th through 9th. The Riesel Fair, where memories are waiting just for you.
Spring has sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe, honestly.